Killer robot dogs are coming to a town near you. G'day guys, this is Holy Critics signing in and welcome back to the channel once again. And today I wanted to share a very interesting video that I found in a Reddit forum of all places. And it's in regards to a protest that's happening somewhere in Europe. And on the left of screen there's the anti-lockdown protesters who are maskless. Ooh, scary. And on the right you've got the riot police and their attack dogs. But something very strange happens, and I won't ruin the ending, but it ties into a topic which is fresh off the press today in regards to artificially intelligent robot dogs, and you'll see what I mean as we watch along. So you can see the protesters are beating this guy who's shouting at them in the red jacket, and the dog will not move forward. For whatever reason, it's barking at the riot cop, but it's not attacking the protesters, even though he's shoving it towards them on the leash, instructing it to attack. See that? He's dragging it towards them, and yet the dog trips him over here and then starts attacking him. See, it's grabbing him by the arm there. Almost as if it can't recognize who the real enemy is. And I was thinking more about it in terms of dogs have a conscience, fairly similar to us. They become quite attached. They're very loyal. They'll fight to the death for their owner. But in this case, the owner who's directing his dog to do something it, for whatever reason, doesn't want to do, instead turns on him, almost like it has a crisis of conscience. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I'm thinking in the future, as we progress forward and there's more social unrest, and there's plenty of that going on even in Australia, when the dogs won't attack, when the police decide that they don't want to oppress people anymore, the powers that be are going to start to get very, very worried. And they're going to need new tools in their arsenal to suppress we the people. What I'm about to read to you is not a piece of satire. Robot dog gets outfitted with sniper rifle. Yes, you heard me right. The creature, the monstrosity, I should say, that you see on screen right now is coming to a street corner near you real soon. Let's read on. It was bound to happen. 2 US defense companies have decided to strap a sniper rifle onto a robot dog, marketing it as the future of warfare. Sword International and Ghost Robotics posted photos of the lethal combination to social media after it was shown during a US military-related event in Washington, D.C. How exciting, guys. Something out of a Call of Duty game. Isn't it amazing? The 4-legged machine is designed to be unstoppable, according to the company's website. No, that's not a recipe for disaster, is it? Which notes the QUGV can get right back up after slipping or falling to the ground. Sword International then outfitted the bot with a specialized sniper rifle called Spur that's been specially designed for unmanned platforms. The rifle itself can fire out to 1,200 meters. Wow. And is equipped with sensors for both day and night conditions. What hope will our enemies have against this thing? Still, the image has sparked concerns. The companies are paving the way for a dystopian robot nightmare. You want Skynet? Because this is how you get Skynet, replied one internet user, referring to the AI overlord in the Terminator films that starts off as a military defense system only to turn on its creators. Others fear corporations and governments will be able to use the weaponized bots as enforcers. We created a soulless piece of hardware for brutal population suppression when the billionaires finally flee for their fear for their ill-gotten gains. Yeah, that sounds about right. But it seems for now the robot has to function with the help of a human operator. According to Sword, the robot's main advantage is how a human soldier can remotely control and fire the sniper rifle from a distance, keeping the soldier out of harm's way. Oh, okay. All right, so it's for a greater good then, right? Yeah. It's unclear if or when the sniper rifle-carrying robot dog will ever take the field. The two companies didn't immediately respond to a request for comment, but Ghost Robotics' website says it's been partnering with companies across the US defense industry. So it may only be a matter of time before the weaponized dog enters service and, in truth, becomes fully autonomous. Because that's the Terminator nightmare, is when robots become sentient. And I guess the doomsday clock has been set. You know, we see movies like Terminator as cautionary tales, not blueprints for how to proceed. But I guess that went way over the head of the people that created this thing. Now, you might call me a cynical guy. You know, someone standing in the way of progress. You know, this is the new tech revolution, dude. Get used to it. But I think I'm entitled to be cynical. Because a weapon system like this in the hands of any government, do you think it will have a positive impact on the world? Having these things roaming around. Because I see a disaster waiting to happen. And while our politicians might be asleep at the wheel, it's you or I who are going to suffer the consequences once these things start to roll out. I don't know if I want to live in a future like this. Do you? And this is just the first evolution of this thing. What's it going to become? What other monstrosities have they got lined up for us down the track? Because you can see the dogs, you know, the Alsatians, dogs that are very obedient. They're turning on their instructors because even they can see what they're doing is immoral. They're not attacking a suspect, somebody who's violent or running away. That they're attacking civilians, protesting, invoking their right to protest. And the dogs know that. And I think the elites know it. So they have to fast track this stuff. Maybe you'll never see a day where this thing confronts you in the street. But it's there. And maybe we'll put it in Afghanistan, in some foreign theater of war that we won't have to see the devastation it causes. But it's coming for all of us. And I'm currently working on a video that I'm going to release next week, which will blow the lid off all of what's going on. I've done a deep dive into what the next decade looks like, leading up to Agenda 2030. Where are we being taken? And why does it feel like time itself is folding? A day goes like that now. It's a blink of an eye. Where are we going? Well, stick around because my very next video is going to blow your mind. But for now, enjoy your weekend. And this is Holy Critic signing out.